Hi guys. Um, so I am dropping in here because I really wanted to, after having taken a week off traveling. I've really missed dropping in here, sharing, and first of all, I just really wanted to express my gratitude. I feel like recently I've been receiving a lot of appreciation in many different forms through the comments, through the I'm walking in a like really stormy, rainy London right now. um, Through comments, through emails, messages, donations, and it just it just warms my heart on so many levels. It makes me so incredibly happy that um, whatever I'm sharing that is alive for me in the moment, trying to express it in the best way that I can, and simply sharing. Because at the end of the day, why I'm here sharing this is because to me, we are all having the experience together, right? So when I speak and someone says this resonates with me and it makes sense or it helped me in some way, like that is why I'm doing this. Um, because at the end of the day, as Ramdas said, many have said, we're walking each other home, right? We're all having this experience. We are the experience. So just having the mirroring of that in each other is the greatest joy as a human being. Um, so thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am here this morning because I wanted to speak briefly about about life, about life being our greatest teacher. Um, this is what came to me this morning, and I don't know where I'm going. I've taken a wrong turn. I'm gonna go this way. Life is our greatest teacher. And I was just sort of letting that marinate in my being. And what I wanted to share is that we can experience life on many different planes of consciousness, of reality. Each one is, or let's say like this, not one is better than the other. It's all just what it is. Um, but if we are in the experience of, I can actually take these off because they're not connected. Um, if we are in the experience of the human being as a separate entity in the world, where we can begin to disentangle, I don't know if that's a word, detach from the idea, from the identification as a separate individual. One of the greatest ways we do this is to surrender to life, to make it a practice that we are continuously surrendering to life. What does this mean? This means that we stop making the decisions through our mind and we begin to watch what is happening. around me? What is being mirrored to me? What is being asked? Where am I asked to put my attention? This is something that I am observing on the physical plane myself, and I continue to be in complete wonder over the paths that I'm guided down. When we speak of karma, this is karma. When we respond to what is being mirrored back to us and we're following those threads, we begin to unravel things within our own psyche, within our conditioning. And we are called both to situations that feel difficult and hard and uncomfortable, and we are forced to look at the conditioning that is our mind, but we are also guided down the paths that lead us to the joy of life, the joy of creation, the what people like to call sort of like the soul calling, the calling of your heart. And this is really just this is really just life showing itself to you. It's really just life dropping nuggets of reminding you of who you really are, which isn't this being, right? Which is this physical being. It's the being beyond all, right? And I've had on my holiday this past week, I've had the most beautiful experience of connecting with the element of water, and it's been incredibly beautiful. And it just truly reminded me, because it dropped into my life because I was paying attention and I was listening to the tiny little whispers saying, go here or do this. And, it's really just play. It doesn't really matter, but it's fun. It's teaching us. Life is always teaching us through our experience, if we are open and receptive to receiving that guidance, that teaching. So what I'm saying is that when we are on the level of identifying with a separate being, this can be our first step to let that go, to begin to see that I'm not making the decisions. We have no control on the level of mind, of identification with the separate. We have absolutely no control. So we can talk about this. I often speak about the fact that we have so much control, that we have so much power, but this is on a completely different level, plane of reality that we're playing. So when we are on the physical plane, watching the material world, and we are striving towards understanding our identity as the wider, the bigger, the undefined, the non-dual. This is a beautiful place to start to begin to see that I'm not making the decisions here. Life is always happening with me. And the more that I can surrender, the more I can begin to be mirrored the things that I need to learn, need to see, need to experience, perhaps, for myself to be able to understand the fact that I am not this separate being. That I am more. And I can begin to let go of that tight hold that I'm holding to my identity, right? Identity, identity, identity. When we release identity, when we surrender to life, we inevitably release identity, because we cannot hold. Whew, gosh! We cannot hold completely lost my train of thought because there was like a massive rain falling from the tree. We cannot hold on to our little labels of identity if we surrender to life, because we are going to be guided down routes that we would never have taken as the identity that we have made up for ourselves. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say this morning. Satnam. Life is play. Let's play. And let it be an exploration. Let's not be so serious about things, right? Where am I at? Like, where am I at on the journey? Where am I this? Where am I that? No. We're only just playing. We're exploring. Let's be curious. Let's be curious about our experience. That is one of the beautiful keys to experience life differently. Nothing is decided. So let's be curious. What is this? You can continue to ask this question. Always, always, always. What is this? What am I? What is this experience? Can I experience the world without labels? Myself without labels? And what happens when I do that? All right, Sanam.